So, welcome to your international fan reaction. Some strong opinions on this one. Make sure you listen to everyone and leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Without any further ado, let's go around the world.
Hi, this is Chris from Oslo in Norway. I'm doing this really a day and a half after that crazy game against Leeds, which we lost 3-2. And now I'm going to go through the perspective of the controversial decision that saw Ral get a second yellow card. I'm going to handle that first. As a qualified referee myself, at quite a decent level, I'll say one thing. As a referee, what's the worst thing that can happen? The worst thing is that after the game and you reflect, you realise that actually you yourself have determined and decided the result of the game. It doesn't happen very often, and it rarely does it happen actually. If you're careful and you're considered and you don't act impulsively, and also I guess it helps you've had some history of playing football and understanding of a game, which Kevin Friend, who is no friend of mine, believe me, did not show. He can't have been sure. A decision like that, he could not have been sure. Now, he wasn't sure, obviously, because it was never anywhere near a yellow card. It was a collision. It happens. It's football. It's a contact sport. You know, you've got to start wondering away. Let's look back on some of the decisions we've seen. You know, I want to go back a couple of years when we were nearly in a Champions League position and that ridiculous decision against Matt Doherty at Burnley. I know you don't want to think these things, but it's starting to feel a bit like, you know, the so-called top six clubs, I will call them the six that collaborated to try and form a European Super League, namely in that I'll call them Tottenham Hotspur, an absolute disgrace of a club, Furlough FC as I'll call them. You know, it's all about protecting the likes of these. It seems like it. Now, you don't want to say it as a rational person, someone who has watched football all my life. You don't want to be saying things like this. But when you've seen these things time and time again, I mean, you know, the decision we had against Man City to lose the game 1-0, ridiculous penalty. You start to wonder, is this about protecting these clubs and them getting the European places? You know, they tried to get it to guarantee themselves European places, didn't they? In the proposal they tried just over a year ago. I don't know what else to say. I really, really don't. I'm not going to even talk about the rest of the game because that incident and that refereeing decision was so relevant. I don't want to say any more. You know, a day and a half later, I haven't really calmed down.
Good evening, everyone. It's from Parma here. Good afternoon. It's almost midnight. My reaction today will be a bit longer than usual, but I will try to be as quick as possible and I will try not to bore you. So there are a lot of things to say about this match. First of all, we have to separate the first half, in which we played really good. We didn't let them go through the penalty area, in which Trincao did an amazing work, an amazing goal and a really wonderful assist. That assist was really, really nice. First half in which someone could have ended Jose a coffee or even some fish and chips because he was unemployed, just there, almost unemployed in his penalty area. And then second half came. The second half was kind of strange because, yes, there was a gap between us and Leeds, but it wasn't Wolves 10, Leeds 90, okay? It wasn't Wolves suck and Leeds is the top of the world. It was a gap, but more like a 60-40. In my opinion, in football, you need two things, and you need both at the same time to win. You need, quality of the players, so a quality team, but you also needed the right mindset. And yesterday we had the quality, but we didn't have the right mindset in the second half. First half was nice, but the rightful mindset in the second half was really, really gone. And I do not want to offend anyone saying that we had the quality and Leeds didn't, because it's a matter of fact. We have, in general, better players than Leeds, but I'm not saying that Leeds sucks, that the team sucks. If anything, congratulations to Leeds, because they went from a 2-0 down to a 2-3 victory away, and they're not in the top 5, top 10, not even in the top 15. But they had the right mindset. After the 2-1, they believed in a draw, they believed in a victory, and we all know how it ended. And it happened to us as well. We were 2-0 down against City, and we won 2-3. Why? We're not better than City, but that day we really believed in ourselves. And this was enough yesterday for Leeds to win. And I'm not even mad at them, really. I just hope this is a lesson for the boys, for Bruno, and I can say, yeah, there were 11, we were 10, but it's really not an excuse. We have this habit to take things for granted anytime we're ahead. And we're really dropping points. We're wasting points, really. So yeah, I hope this one is a lesson for Bruno and the lads. Now we have a 14 days break, exactly 2 weeks, to think about our mistakes, to think about a solution to solve them, and to train a lot and to rest as well, because we're facing Villa in 2 weeks, at home, and I really can't see Wolves drop a single point to Villa, really. And yeah, I'm joking, but we really need to stop to drop points in this way. So we're risking the Europa League. It's quite far at this point of the game. So yeah, good night, and see you all for the match against Villa. Really, that one will be really interesting, I hope. Yes, good night, lads, and see you all.
Hello Wolves fans, this is Dinny here in Cork in Ireland. Just reflecting on that game against Leeds. It was the day after St. Patrick's Day, so you can probably imagine how I was feeling come kick-off yesterday evening. Not too great, and by the second half of yesterday's game I felt even worse. Oh my goodness, the first half was awesome. Like, it was two goals and 2-0 ahead, and it was never going to be given away. That second yellow card for Raul was silly, not by Raul but by the referee. I'm not going to complain too much about the ref, just these things happen, but it was not a yellow card in my opinion. My man of the match is going to go to Trincao. The guy has got a lot of stick over the months for not being so great, but I think yesterday he really came to the fore. I'm going to give the match a 5 out of 10 because it was really a game of two halves. It could have been a 10 out of 10 if the second half went like the first half, but it didn't. And I think that's all I'm going to say about it. You can't play a game missing Raul and Neves. You can't play a game with 10 men. Even though I was in front of the crowd at Molyneux. I guess my only regret from the game is that there weren't more defensive substitutions made. But when they were being made, like when Wine came on and when Trincao came on, I was really happy that they were coming on because they were attacking subs. But then hindsight's 2020, isn't it? So looking back, I should have just packed the box, not left Leeds create them chances. So that's it. On to the next one, Wolves fans. Peace, everybody. And now I'm going to go relax because I deserve it.
Hello there, Chris here in quite a cold Athens. So Wolves 2, Leeds 3, disastrous result. Great first half, terrible second half. For me, it was very disturbing seeing Nevers go off injured. I hope it's nothing too serious. But I think that was one of the deciding factors of the result. Trincao came on, did brilliantly. For me, I'm not a big Trincao fan, but I do think he was man of the match. 1 assist, 1 goal, hit the post, had another couple of chances, and looked most likely throughout the game. So well done to Trincao. If you carry on playing like that, then I'd like to see a bit more of that. That's for sure. Yeah, going in 2-0 at half time, you expect Wolves to hold on to that. The footage I was watching, both the commentators said I think it's hard for Leeds to come back from that. But of course, the second yellow card for Raul changed the game completely. I don't think it was a second yellow card. I think it was a 50-50 challenge. He went in to get it, and I think he was surprised and shocked, of course, to be sent off. It could have just as easily gone the other way. The goalkeeper got the first touch on the ball, and that was why Raul was sent off. If Raul had just managed to get his toe onto it slightly before the goalkeeper, then the goalkeeper probably would have been a yellow or sent off. So I think those kind of decisions are a bit unfair on the players. But you think Wolves with 10 men can hang on to a two-goal lead for 45 minutes against what is usually quite a poor Leeds team. I mean, poor Leeds. I had 3 players go off through injuries. If that was the other way around, we'd certainly be complaining about that. But in all fairness, the young lads that came to replace them played really well and did a job on us. And not to take that away from Leeds' second half performance, but you'd expect Wolves to have done better. I think we could have done game management a bit better. We could have made changes earlier. We've got Kundl, Kilman, Otti Gomez are all on the bench who are capable of defending. We could have made that change and brought Hwang on earlier, so we've got at least an outlet up front. I think that was quite poor game management, but I'm not going to criticise Bruno too much because he's done very well for us so far and we should stand behind him. So, from Athens, always Wolves.
Thanks to everyone that's contributed. Don't forget to leave your opinions to what they've had to say. International break now, obviously. But we're still